The 730 Project, day 41. So today was good. I did more of some things than I expected and not as much of other things that I expected to do. I am still striving to find that balance that I'm looking for. Things have been pretty, I was gonna say unorganized, not really disorganized, but I don't know, I'm not in the flow like I would like to be yet. So, but you know, that's is what it is, as they say. You know, it's just, I mean, it's still a transition time, I guess, for my family, and there's a lot, you know, there's a lot of unpacking going on. We had this, I don't know as I'd say threat, but we had this, you know, this impending hurricane that really affected the normal way we do things, and then in essence it passed us by. We were very fortunate, and I just saw on the news how the further up the coast in the Carolinas, it's there's a lot of flooding going on, and we were lucky. We dodged it this time. So now things are starting to get back to normal, and I think for myself, I need to focus on scheduling and getting my calendar systems to where they're working the way I want them to, and just getting things done. You know, it's the irony for me is that part of me does not like to schedule things because I want to follow where my passions take me, where my emotions take me from day to day, regarding what I do and how I do it. But I know from years of experience that that's not how I function best. I function best with a schedule. And, I function best with a schedule and having things planned out. And I resist that. And when I resist it, things don't go as smoothly. I'm not as productive. So I just need to do it and stick with it. And, you know, the perfectionist in me, though, is, you know, like down to the minute. I mean, like when I'm practicing things, sometimes, like I would do this with the Lotus tambourine, the tambourine that Lane Redman designed for Remo, and some of her teaching materials. And there is a walk that goes with it to help keep, it does a couple of things. It helps lock in the rhythms better into your brain because there's crossing the midline. So it's getting both halves of the brain to work. But it's also about helping you helps you keep your internal sense rhythm as well. But the thing is, if I said I was going to practice a particular rhythm, for say 15 minutes, I would set a timer for 16 minutes because, you know, then I would start the timer, make sure the metronome's going, make sure I've got the walk going. So by the time I get all those things in place, I'm practicing that rhythm for exactly 15 minutes, right? That's how OCD I get about things like that. Because if I say I practice something for 15 minutes, I want it to be 15 minutes of good, solid practice. So with calendaring, it's kind of the same thing. If I say I'm going to do this, whatever it is, you know, I'm gonna write content for the website, or I'm going to, you know, whatever it is that I'm doing. If I say I'm going to do that for, you know, say half an hour, excuse me, goodness, I block that time out And if, like if I don't get started at that time, because all these little distractions come up, or things don't work out quite the way you think they would, and sometimes like this morning, my partner usually empties the dishwasher from the night before, and then we start, loading the dishes from breakfast and things like that. She didn't have time for that this morning. And so there's something else that, if I say I'm going to start at this time, wait a minute, now I've got this other factor. If I don't want the dishes to pile up, I got to empty the dishwasher first so I can put the new ones in. Little things like that take time. And so I don't know, I do better with the schedule, but then like that obsessive, I have to do this from this time to this time kicks in. And then if I get a little bit off with that, then I get really stressed out, and it creates anxiety. It's like, oh my goodness, what's the rest of my day going to be like? Am I going to get everything done that I wanted to? So it's just like this whole process, like making these videos, is helping highlight these things in me that may have been peripheral to me before, but now it's bringing them more into focus, and it's highlighting these things that I need to work on if I'm going to be... I gotta stop doing these videos so late. I apologize for all the yawning, especially today. So if I'm going to be my best, I need to take what is valuable information for me about the way my mind works, and I have to figure out how to make that work for me. I'm very much in a systems mindset about things, and so if the system doesn't work for me, I'm not going to use it. So it's about fine-tuning the systems that I have in place, or creating ones that work better. So apparently it's time for bed, because that's what all this yawning is telling me. In other related news, I'm completely caught up with uploads to YouTube. Not sure what I'm doing with other social media. I might do occasional uploads, maybe every 3 days, every 5 days, something like that, just to let people know that I'm sticking with the project and that the information is out there. And I don't know, I haven't decided how that's what's going to work best for that. But as of now, I'm current with all the uploads, and I'm that's a system that's taken this is day 41, so it's taken a little while to get that system excuse me. It's taken a while to get that system in place and developed to where it's running smoothly, and it's not taking me as much time to do it. So I feel like I can make these videos and make them available in a timely fashion without spending so much time on the creation and the editing of it myself, where I feel like it's taken away from other things. So all caught up for now, and I intend to stay caught up. Still may not be posting every single day, but I definitely don't, I think I was 10, 12 days behind at one point, and I did not like that feeling, and that was stuck in the back of my head all day. So yeah, gonna keep up with that and keep moving forward, doing whatever I can to show up in the best way that I know how, and then try to do better than that. Like Maya Angelou said, when you did the best that you could, and when you knew better, you did better. And that is one of my goals with this, is growth. All the time, growth and learning every day. So with that, I will see you on day 42.